Welcome to Look Up, Andre's Stories. I'm your host, Andre. On this beautiful day here in the 321, I tell you, a lot of interesting things have been going on. First off, we're going to start it off with a scripture. This comes to you from Psalm 25, verse 10. And when we obey him, every path he guides us on is fragrant with his loving kindness and his truth. Psalm 25, verse 10. All right, well, let's see. Had a week off from work. It was very nice, relaxing. Felt like I was somebody who was like a millionaire or something because I could just kind of take it easy, relax at the beach, go have nice dinners, go entertain myself without a care in the world, not thinking about any money or anything. Until the week ended and reality crept back in and said, oh yeah, you got to do that thing called the job to earn some money to keep this lifestyle up that you've been living. So back to work I went. And well, it was a very interesting week. It was good for the most part. A lot of things were fixed and up to par. Yet we had an uneventful day the other day at work. Having fun, doing our go-kart racing, customers having a good time, etc., etc. Then at some point we had to switch out a go-kart for someone because they're having some technical difficulties with that go-kart. So we send them on their way. And as they're racing, before I could even get back to watch the camera, because we had sent them from an area that was close by us, so they're driving off. Next thing I know, I hear this loud boom. I said, what in the world was that? So we go up to that part of the track where it happened, and this person decided to run straight into a turn. I don't know why they did not turn the wheel. The person was a grown adult, and I have no idea. I mean, their car was going unusually fast. There may have been a potential malfunction of some sort. They were not too happy with us, even though I was kind of thinking, well, why didn't you turn? The car could still turn, or why didn't you slow down? But wasn't exactly the best time to try to debate that, as they were very irate. So we politely escorted them downstairs, did the paperwork we have to do on that situation, and it is still, as they would say, a pending investigation, as the police would say. Myself and my coworker, we did the best we could under the circumstances. We were doing what we're supposed to do, and I don't know how that happened, but just a very strange set of circumstances. So we had to close early that day, thanks to all of that, because there was some major damage done to part of our track. Now, as of today, the track is going to reopen in the evening, yet I ended up missing my shift today because of the repairs that were being done. So there was no work for me and the other person that was going to work with me today. So woe is us on that one. So maybe I'll send a bill to that customer who damaged our wall with their not so good driving, let's say, and say, hey, you owe me some money. Don't make me go to Judge Judy and make you cough up some cash. Oh well, so hopefully next time I go to work, it'll be a much more pleasant experience. So you just never know what's going to happen when you're out there at the go-kart track. It's unpredictable. It's something. So that's how my work week ended, as I look forward to a beautiful weekend here in the 321. It's very warm. Lots of events going on in the area. So we shall see what I end up doing over this weekend. I'm still playing my trivia. I haven't been doing so well with my trivia lately. I think I need to change up some things with my trivia team, as we're on a losing streak. It's not good. It's like we're on a slump. We've lost like the last 4 times we've played, and it's not good. We got to shake some things up, maybe fire some people, do something. But I don't know. I'm too red, white, and blue to be losing all the time. So I wasn't too happy. Maybe I need to throw a chair like Bobby Knight or something, but we got to get this thing going. It's unacceptable. Last place, I'm sorry. This is where I become prideful, and I just can't take it. So, like the old Police song, I can't stand losing. I can't stand losing. So, it's not going to happen again. I refuse to be in dead last in the next time we play at trivia. Unacceptable. Will not happen. So, we shall see how that goes. I was noticing the other day I saw a preview for a movie that's going to be coming out November 13th. It's called I Play Rocky, a movie about Sylvester Stallone creating the Rocky movie. It's very fascinating, as Sylvester Stallone was not, as they would say, classically trained. He was not even an actor. He was not trained to be a writer. But he had this dream. He had this idea, and he stuck to it, and the movie shows how it all unfolds. As he has led a very interesting life. He's a man who was pretty much rose up from out of nowhere and became a superstar. So, kind of one of those American Dream type stories, but that is definitely a movie I would highly recommend seeing when it comes out later in the year. I Play Rocky, which talks about the making of the movie Rocky and shows you all the things that went into creating that fabulous masterpiece of a movie, which it's crazy to think that movie is 50 years old. That just sounds weird to say. Yet pretty much everybody knows that movie, no matter what your background, no matter your age. Everybody knows the Rocky movie. Everybody knows it. Anywhere in the world. You go to China, they know Rocky, I'm sure. Anywhere in the world. So, can't wait to see that movie. That should be a fabulous production once that comes out. I was watching the other day, and I saw the fake news was trying to vilify our Blue Angels here in Florida, which really, really ticked me off with this whole jibber jabber about, oh, they were flying dangerously low and blah, blah, blah. It was like, really? This is what they always do when they're flying around in Pensacola. They fly and they swoop down and they let the people at the beach get a nice close view. These are the world's best pilots. They know what they're doing. But of course, ABC fake news had to spin it and try to make it sound like something reckless and dangerous was going on. It's like, shut up. This is our Florida. We like it like this. Nobody got killed. Nothing dangerous happened. They're trained professionals. But they make, oh, a few umbrellas got knocked over. They make it sound like as if, the plane like hit somebody. But, always somebody trying to steal our thunder and make us look bad. But the locals chimed in. And we're not happy with ABC fake news with that story. And I was thinking, why is this a story? Did anybody get hurt? Did anything bad happen to anybody? No. But yet, for some reason, they decided to target that. And it's like, wait a minute. It's the month of July. I mean, this is like Patriot Month on top of that. And here they are trying to really take shots at our Blue Angels. I was like, get a life, ABC. I mean, don't get me started on that fake news network, but that was just so ridiculous. I was like, give me a break. ABC needs to just stay out of Florida. They're just, they're not welcome. Yeah, so, I don't know. Strange world we live in, the things that they try to vilify and what they try to glorify. So, speaking of strange, my neighbor, who is a bit of a strange person, he didn't bother me in any way. I'm talking about the guy who would have those rants and tantrums on the floor above me, which would later have the EMT, the police, fire truck show up for him, where it happened 3 times within 1 week earlier this month. And the other day, he moved out. He was very happy. seemed in very good spirits. I wish him very well. I'm glad he moved out because I was starting to get a little concerned about our own personal safety. Like, I was praying he wouldn't end up being one of those people that, let's just say, puts us on the news for maybe a not so good reason and maybe some people getting harmed in the process. But thankfully, that did not happen, and I pray for him to get the help that he needs and hope things work out for him well. But I did breathe a sigh of relief when I saw him packing up and moving. I was like, thank the good Lord he's moving, because I don't know. I just had one eye on him at all times whenever he was out, because I was like, I don't know, this guy is on the edge, and I don't know what's going on in his head, but he did not seem very stable when he was living in our complex. So, best wishes to him, and I'm glad things are safer, and I pray whoever moves into his apartment will be a nice, relaxed, calm person, and we will barely even notice he is there, or she. So, looking forward to that. Well, let me think here. Anything else interesting been going on in the area? Not that I can think of, but I am looking forward to relaxing and enjoying my couple days off before I go back to my go-kart job, and hopefully everything will be much better than it was before. So, all right, I'm going to wrap up the show right now, and remember to subscribe to my show. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section. And if you have any stories you want to share, feel free to share those as well. You know, I do recall one other story that a coworker of mine was telling me. This is kind of funny in a way. He was telling me about a time when him and his girlfriend went out to some restaurant. She was taking him out for his birthday. And they went to this nice restaurant a few hours away. And as he's sitting down at the table and the waitress is, taking the order and so forth, she slips her phone number to him right in front of his woman on like some kind of a napkin. And as soon as the waitress took off, his woman yanked that phone number right out of his hand and was like, what in the world is going on with this? So then she waited for when the waitress came back bringing all the food, and she was very feisty. So when she came back and brought all the food, she pulled out the note and said, you got some nerve sliding your number to my man. And she gave her the business and really gave her a tongue lashing. And the lady was like, oh, I didn't realize that was your man. And she's like, what? She's like, are you blind? Yes, that's my man, she said. And she just, she just went off on the lady. And the crazy part is, after that, when his lady wasn't at the table, the waitress came back again later and was like, hey, give me a call, if you're, not busy one day and stuff. And I was like, this lady's nuts. After she just got told off to stay away, she's still telling the guy to do that. So nothing ever came out of that because he ended up marrying that lady that he was with. So crazy story, though. Just people are very bold and wild. So. All right, going to wrap up the show like I said here. Want to say thank you very much for listening. And once again, any ideas you have, you can feel free to share them in the comment section. Thank you very much for listening to Look Up Andre's Stories. Have a great day. Thank you. Bye.